Meat buck. Matt. Matt. It is 8-point buck. A hind quarter of an elk.
Wait till you guys are ready.
Huge cow. Whew. Welcome back. And now it's late antlerless only rifle season. And there's a lot of things to consider, and it gets tougher than you think. Well, number one, the deer got a lot smaller than the early season. So they're very skittish and they're very cautious. So they're usually moving within the thick brush where we can't really see where they are. And you really have to look very carefully to even find any movement. And if you do find a deer, you have to make sure 100% it doesn't have any antlers on the head, or you could get into a lot of legal problems. And since they're moving in the brush, your shot opportunity is usually less than a couple of seconds. Number two, you want to make sure you're not shooting buck without antlers. Because by this time, there are some bucks that already shedded their antlers, and you don't want to take a chance of taking a nice buck without antler, where next year they could come back to you with a bigger antlers. And number three, I could almost swear the bucks, they have a hunting calendar because they know this is antlerless only season. You see a good body size spike bucks passing right by me about 30 yards away, taking all their times to show off their little antlers, saying, "You can't shoot me." And that was painful. Sometimes in the late season, it's best to take a smaller deer like Doug did. That way you're not taking any chance of breaking laws, and you get yourself a really nice tender venison. Take a look.
It is now 11:25 and I am ready to hunt. We got 3 guys in here, so hopefully we'll get a couple of them down. And in a cold weather, I like to wear my face mask with a big hole so it won't fuck up my glasses. And also, if I need to have my lunch, I won't have any problem eating. We are having a little bit of rain, and you want to make sure you have something to cover your scope and your camera. It is now 1:05, and according to my track cams, it looks like we have a least deer movement between 1 to 2 p.m. So I'm going to take this opportunity to have a lunch and be very done again. I was just having a lunch and I saw movement in the brush. It's very hard to see, but there's a deer in there. That's how you have to keep your eyes open even when you're eating. There's 2 deer in there. Very hard to see. I see one here right there. 저기 사슴기가 보이죠? It looks like a small deer. It's walking away. I think they went into the brush behind the tree. I can't see them. Those deer passed through that brush about 80 yards away. And I guarantee you, most people would not have seen that movement. So that's why you have to train your eyes to see the smallest movement in the brush. And then get the scope up and then find the ears or legs or tails that moves and find the deer. Now hunting in the late season, the deer are much smaller than the early season, so they naturally hide themselves in the brush, and only time they will come out to the opening is in the cover of darkness. So again, you have to look very carefully into the brush and find the deer. It is now 3:11 and we are agreed to until 5 p.m. The sunset is at 5:16, so we can leave until 5:46. But if you shoot a deer too late and And if it's not a good shot, blood tracking a deer in the dark can be very difficult. So at 5 we're gonna call it a day. It is now 3:36 and I see some squirrels moving, and I also saw some deer moving on the field. That's not our property, so we can't shoot, but we could see when the deer are moving. So we'll see. There's a buck. More bucks. 자, 수사슴입니다. More bucks. He shot again.
Alright, man. Congratulations. 오, 피자금 좋네. Lot of blood trail. Good job. Good job. Good job. Alright, let's get the deer, man. That's a little one. 아, 이거 맛있겠네. It should be good eating. Okay. That's gonna be a good eating tender deer. Mm-hmm.